Only in Vegas, Baja Blast, and a Taco Bell sign like that. Shady life. 1956 Chevrolet B Gasser. I love it. Top Fuel driver. Cars at SEMA show. Need to shave. Doing laundry. The things we do to do what we want to do. I love it. November 8th, Ventura, California. Believe it or not, we just got back from SEMA and we're already thinking about the next one. Possible car in here we want to check out. Let's go look at it if we can get in. Closed to the public, I see. Wow. Holy moly, y'all. This is crazy. All right, let's see what we got. Here we go. Pomona, last race of the year. I guess technically this would be car number 3. So this is the car that we did the wheelie in Dallas. Fresh front half. Spec'd out to 2024 rules, which means the tubing is a little thicker in the front half. Probably going to make the car act a little different, but it made no sense to front half a car for one race. The team has driven back and forth across the country multiple times, did a heck of a job getting this thing knocked out, ready to go. So we are going to get it on the Pro Jacks, basically go over everything to finish the changeover. Again, I guess technically car number 3. We're going to start it up and make sure we have no leaks, make sure all the systems work. Get ready for tomorrow in Q1. Okie dokie, leaving the tech area. Everything seems good. Fingers crossed on that. We'll go put her away and get ready for Q1 tomorrow. Some of y'all may know, if you've been following on social media, I am doing the 2.4 hours of Les Mullets. And I have been thinking, like, man, I need to do some decals, something cool, but I don't know what size. Look what's parked right here. I mean, like right in the back of our pit area. Measurements coming up. Here we go, Q1. car number 3. New front half, Dallas back half, thicker tubing. It's a crapshoot. We don't know how it's going to act with the thicker tubing that'll be required for next year. But no matter what, we got all the folks here. Derek, Kayla, Katie. Of course, y'all know he's up there driving. Look, even Stacy's riding. I gotta act right. I can't be cutting up like, not that I normally don't, but anyway, we'll see what happens with this thing.
And that's Clay Milliken. Clay Milliken driving the Rick Ware-owned machine for the folks at Parts Plus, Summit Racing Equipment. Ford Motor Company, big part of Rick Ware Motorsports throughout his NASCAR program as well. Car's been in the winner's circle a couple of times this year. It's been a real hot and cold car, and I think I'm telling you the same thing that Jim Oberhofer would tell you. They have got a few more first-round losses than they certainly would like, but when the car gets past first round, it has a tendency to have a very, very long day. Milliken banged the blower and goes 375 at 306 miles an hour. And that is a classic case. I get emails pretty regularly about how come the speed and mile an hour don't always seem to correlate. And that is a perfect example. That car was hauling the mail, blew the blower off just before the finish line, and the speed falls all the way down to only 306 miles an hour. Watch this again. That car's running good through the middle of the racetrack. 288 miles an hour at the 8th mile, which is solid. And then just before the finish line, boom. Knocked the blower off. Look how far Clay's head came forward when the blower came off of it. And believe me, you are strapped in one of those things pretty darn tight, but that's how hard the cars decelerate. With all of the G-forces and all of the drag by that huge wing, I mean, he probably scrubbed 25 miles an hour off, 20 anyway, certainly, but not a whole lot of ET. The car makes up the ET on the early part of the run, and the speed is just the last 66 feet. So when it went kabang, yeah, it's nowhere near a kablooey. That's a kabang. Maybe a kaboom.
New car, first thing, went right down the racetrack. 375 and only 30 something. Second thing, drove straight, went down the track. I already said that, but had a boomer right before the finish line, so that's not good. When they're trailing all drive behind you, not a good thing, but pretty dang happy. Stiff front end, the new rules. Car is okay, went down the track. A little slow early, not sure what made it boom, but it did, but we'll get that fixed. Pretty happy the car went down the track though. What do you think?
I think that I'm going to interview Clay Milliken. Clay's
all right, incredible first run on this car. What this team has done is unfreaking believable. To all the driving, all the hours, all the work, all the things to get this thing where we could even make that first attempt at a qualifying run. Yep. Unfortunately, had to have had something break because the thing run great. 375. It only went 305. That's because it went bang before getting to the finish line, but it was on 8 cylinders, saw nothing wrong, no reason for that to happen. We will figure it out. But dang, holy moly, y'all. Essentially, what's another new car with the new rule front half? I know I said that 47 times, but wow. They, holy smokes, it's incredible. All right, wow. Folks, Q3 coming up. We are ready to go. Car is sitting here, ready. So, yesterday, heck of a great run for our first lap on essentially what's the new car, 375 and only 305, because it decided to eat a rod at about 800 feet. With that being said, we heard another supercharger, not good, and with all the craziness, all the changes with the car, all those things going on, we elected to skip Q3, which was the home run session. So we are now ready to go for Q3. But I don't know exactly what our plan of attack is, but I can tell you that we went from number 4 qualifying position to like number 11 or number 12 because we didn't run the home run session. We are second pair out today, and it is a little warmer. Can we go quicker than 75? Yes. What are our expectations? I'm not sure, but I'm glad y'all are here watching, I can tell you that. Let's go.
And rolling around the corner now, the Rick Ware Racing Team. For the folks at Parts Plus, Summit, Biohaven. They made a 375 run yesterday, and it banged the blower right in the shutdown area. Talked to Jim Oberhofer earlier in the day. I said, what? And he said, broke a connecting rod. He said, it was running fine, cruising down there. Everything was good. Now, this is a newly reworked chassis. If you follow NHRA on a regular basis, you know it's been a tough couple of weeks for the Parts Plus gang down there. Had an incident down in Dallas where the car shook, wheel stood, tweaked the chassis, went home, reworked it, came to Vegas where a tire came off, tweaked the chassis, went home, reworked it, came back. They're kicking and clawing, trying to stay in the top half, so that, or in the top 10, I should say. So Clay Milliken will be able to stand on the stage Monday night down at Pechenga for our awards ceremony. But if you look at some of those Parts Plus folks, they look a little tired. You know, they came by that honestly. Steve Torrance at 364 is number 1, 369 to get in the top half of the field. We do have a number of our teams. We reached out to the Nitro teams and said, please let us know about veterans that are working on your teams. And we're going to acknowledge a number of them throughout the course of this qualifying session as well. All right, Clay. I think they'd just be happy to have an uneventful run, no matter how fast it goes. Clicked it a little bit early down there, 381, 278 miles an hour. Smoke out of the pipes in the shutdown area, I do believe and hope, was the blower oiler. Interesting little tidbit. These cars, when you shut one of these cars off, you shut them off by shutting off the fuel. Well, the fuel is how they lubricate the blower. When they're running at full song down there, if you shut the fuel off, if you don't get any lubrication in there, well, it burns the strips out of the blower. So there's a little oil canister that'll click off, pump a little oil in the blower down there just to keep it lubricated while the engine shuts off, and that puts a little smoke out of the pipes.
So, my instructions, which I didn't know till right before the car started, after I sat in there for an hour sweating. I don't know exactly what was going on. I do know they had an accident right at the tail end of Pro Stock Motorcycle. Kelly Klontz, hopefully she's okay. Man, Pro Stock Bike's been rough here lately. My instructions were get her past half track and shut it off. And we did that to a 3.81 at 278. Very good lap, thank you. So, Q4 coming up. If everything looks good, I am more than confident we'll whistle that thing right straight down through there. But 2 runs in a row, the new updated rules for next year car seems to be leaving okay. Basically, 840 60 foot, 846 yesterday. So far, so good. All right, y'all, we're getting ready for final qualifier. Made a good run, planned half-track run. And I always say this, you just never know who's going to show up. Look, it's John Siragusa from NHRA. Y'all may not know him, but y'all probably know this guy.
How you doing?
I'm telling you, it's pretty cool for you to come out and hang out with us a little bit. This, I know, is not your first drag race, but
It's fast times right here in Pomona.
always. Final race is always fast, right?
It is. You can't miss this weekend.
That's a fact. So you've been showing me some pretty cool cars. What's like your favorite you got going right now?
Well, usually when people ask me what's your favorite car, I always say the next one, no matter what it's going to be.
That's a fact. So I'm gonna tell the truth. We're trying to get me and him and Jeff to do something together. Stay tuned for that.
Check it out.
But you just look at the matchups, and I mean, hey, look, we qualified third, we qualified fourth. Okay, you're going to run Josh Hart or Clay Millican the way the ladder stands right now. Top Fuel is brutal, especially when we get a weekend like this. We had the same thing in Vegas, where we have similar weather over the course of 2 qualifying days. Everybody finds a comfort zone, gets a handle on their machine, and they get them dialed in. The sun continues to dip, and I guarantee you the driver in the left lane is thinking it can't go away fast enough. Because when you were sitting down there looking across at the tree, you were looking directly in to that big orange ball on the other side of the grandstand. Pretty soon it'll dip down behind whatever that mountain is over there, Everest or Vesuvius or, I don't know, Mount Lemmon, Mount Baldy, I don't know, something. Sure it's got a name. .383, 319. Josh hit the gas. The car looked like it was struggling a little bit early. Clay Millican's car looked like it was really making a good move early, and then shut off out there about 300 feet. Hopefully we can get another look at that.
Yeah, milkshake sounds good, and that's coming from Dr. Derek. I think you agreed, though.
Yeah, I mean, I changed it.
Thanks. Anyway, enough of what everybody else is doing. What'd we do? First go round, Jimmo stepped up on it a little bit. Didn't make it. But first 2 runs, we were 846, 840 in 60 foot. That time we were 825. It did knock the tires loose. This chassis is definitely different, but you can't learn it unless you run it, and then that's what we're doing. So let's go. I don't know who we got tomorrow. Don't matter. We're going to start from right at the bottom of the ladder. I don't know where we are. 13, 14, 15, 16, whatever. We're not 16. I know that. But doesn't matter. I don't know what else I gotta say. That's all. What's the Forrest Gump thing? That's what I think about. What is his line? That's all I think about that. Or that's
all I gotta say about
that's
that.
all I gotta say about that. Thank you, Katie. I knew there was a Forrest Gump line there somewhere. And yes, y'all will never see that. I won't leave all that in there. But maybe. But maybe. An edited version of that will be in there. How about that?
content.
So there's this guy that is called Mike the Bike. Rick bought a bike from him last year. Pretty good pile of cash. Mike brought me this 1968 Schwinn. Check this out, Caleb. Come right here and look. Look what he put on here. I hope he's correct. I hope he's right. And I can still ride a bicycle. I didn't know for sure if I could, especially a 68 model. It's almost old as me. Oh yes, race day morning. The sun's bright in the sky, blue, beautiful sky. Race car's getting ready to go. I too am getting ready to go for the last race of the season. Going out there against Antron Brown. It's going to be a big battle first round. We are in a fight for our life to stay inside the top 10, thanks to the removal of the 74 points, which we will talk about in the future. Anyway, hope y'all are having a great day, and we are just going to do all we can to go out here and turn wind lights on. The new car is definitely being a little tricky, but hey, it is what it is. More than anything, I'm proud that the team was able to get us a car here and make it go down the racetrack, qualify for this event. Let's go have a great day, everybody.
Winner this season on the jewelry, number 14 qualifier is Clay Milligan.
Here we go, round one. It is a madhouse here, y'all. People everywhere. I mean, absolutely everywhere. We are fifth pair, again, racing Antron. Got a full house, John, Katie, got Hannah in here, Derek, Kayla. And y'all made it right there, besides Izzy. That is one Mr. Tom Mintz, Max D. He's not listening. He's like me, he can't hear. But we got Tom in the house. We're gonna go out here. We're not looking for maximum destruction. We're looking for maximum wind lights. We've had enough maximum destruction.
So we have that covered.
Yeah, we have covered that. Very much monster truck like the last couple races. Round one coming up.
Antron Brown and Clay Millican coming to life. I don't believe there's been a top fuel team that has worked harder the last month than Clay Millican's team. And I mean no disrespect to any of the other teams out there. But if you follow us closely on NHRA, or if you follow Clay Millican on his YouTube channel, who will keep you up to date on everything, in Dallas, they did a wheel stand, tweaked the chassis, had to go home and fix it. Home is not between Dallas and Vegas, if you know what I'm saying. In Vegas, had a tire come off the car, damaged the chassis, had to go home before they came here. And home certainly ain't between Vegas and Pomona. They have put in the miles, they have put in the hours. Now they're hoping to get a little reward. That is the Rick Ware Racing team down there for Parts Plus, Biohaven, Summit Racing Equipment. And he's got to deal with Antron Brown, the Matco Tools. Thanks to first Sirius XM car. Antron, a three-time champion in his own right. Knows he can't win it this year, but that doesn't mean he can't win the In-N-Out Burger Finals here at Pomona, and he's done that a time or two. I just love these big first-round matchups. .369 beats .373. Clay Millican left first by a smidge, ran .373 down the in and out side of the track that some of the teams have struggled with a little bit, and it still wasn't enough. Antron goes 3.697, .333. Low ET of race day so far.
All right, folks, cruising back. Heck of a drag race. The doc said I left first, so we'll take that. Oh, car ran good, went 373. Unfortunately, Antron went 69. And even way more unfortunately for us, Josh Hart just won with a 384 over Mike Salinas, and who would have ever guessed that? But we are now out of the top 10. Thank you, NHRA. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Minus 74 points. I ain't gonna forget it. One of the greatest group of people I've ever had the honor and privilege of working with. I love these guys. Blaine Mulligan. Sure. I love you, buddy. I love you. Shane. I love you, buddy. Hey, man. I love you.
I love you.
Jim. Love you, buddy.
I love you.
Hey, Austin.
What's up, Clay?
I love you, buddy.
I love you.
Jesse. I love you. Big John.
Yes, sir.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, brother. Good year.
Andrew. Yes, sir. I love you.
You both suck for leaving. We love you. I want to say, I think it was, I don't know, Brainerd or somewhere when I first kind of came in and talked to a bunch of you guys, have an agreement, putting all this together and, trying to build, get everybody moved, and people didn't want to move and didn't have all this stuff. And my dream this year was to win a Wally, right? So like that was what the goal was. It's going to be a big learning curve. We ended up winning a Wally, and I'm like, man, we got a long rest of the season to go. We achieved our goal, and then we won a second one. And then I was like, okay, that's way beyond the curve. It's like I was good. I mean, I was pretty good. And then the third, we wrestled that one. That one we just wrestled that one away. And so I don't know. I can't believe we won 3. And you guys did it all. The last 4 weeks, I don't think you really even see from the outside that much, right? It looks like everybody's just been out here on the West Coast, not going back and forth, coast to coast. Really, this is our third car in the 3 races that we raced. Front half of one, back half of another, and then whatever we have here. Making a full pull Friday night, first time with the car. We all have a lot to learn all together. That's what makes this exciting. But I don't think anybody expected what we did this year. I mean, not even close, right? And you can get lucky once, and I think people thought that maybe that was the case, but you just can't get lucky 3 times. First off, we're not that lucky. Man, I get so excited racing with you guys. And then we got some good stuff going on next year. I think, we'll be disappointed if we don't win 3 more, and I'll be disappointed if a year from now we didn't battle all the way for the championship, because we're that much better and we're going to have that much more depth. And what a bunch of bad news bears, man. I love it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Jesse's really stepped up. We do this year, really, he just felt the support from you guys. Of course, Jimmo, he's awesome. Bruce, we'll get him on the other side of the world. At the end of the day, it's you guys. It's you guys working on these things, getting through. And I got to say, from the very beginning, I was like, man, can we go 4 rounds, right? I mean, it's one thing to have parts, but can we have the stamina to go 4 rounds and not miss a beat? Not God, we did multiple times. So I just, Robbie over here, and my Ray Donovan that solves all my problems and fixes stuff, he's allowed me to go do all this stuff. So he's kind of behind the scenes, but man, he's part of every decision, and he can be critical, and that's what he's there for. And he loves this program as well. And the old man was freaking awesome, man, at 44. So I'm going to shut up. So love you guys. Appreciate everything.
We love you and appreciate it. Thank you.
like to just tell all you guys, you know, how much all of you mean to me, all of you, because you've given me a second lease on life with running a Top Fuel car. When you spend your time in one place for so long and then it's not there, you're not there anymore. And I never thought I'd get this opportunity ever again. And last year when I was given the opportunity to come race with this guy, I jumped at it, and I knew it was going to be a tough road ahead, but I didn't care because I was racing on the play. And for you guys to come along and then take this program to a whole nother level the way you have, and have your trust in us that we're doing the right things, even though sometimes it doesn't look like we're doing the right things. It just says a lot for all of you, and all of you. I call them the kids on this team, or Bad News Bears, everything. I mean, you guys are awesome. And Jesse, you having the faith and trust in me to leave what you had over there playing, come over here with us and take a chance on us, and believe in what Rick was wanting to do and Robbie wanted to do and what I was wanting to do, and it's been awesome. And I'm so proud of you guys. And then for you guys to let me work with one of my dearest friends I have in the world, to have him come over here and work with me was really special. And it's today sucked, losing first round, and that's not why we come here. We come here to win, and I feel like everything from the ownership on down, we have everything we need to win. And what we've got to work on hard over the winter is how do we build that consistency with what we're doing, whether it's the setup of the race car, how we're working on the race, whatever it may be. Build that consistency and then build that strength, so we're not at Cedar Point going up and down these roller coaster rides. We all know how to win. We did it 3 times this year, and dare I say we did it in pretty dominant fashion, in my opinion. And so we all know what it took to do that at those races, and we have to apply that everywhere we go, that mentality all the time, wherever we go. That we need to treat every race like it's a Chicago, a Denver, or a St. Louis, because we were pretty flawless at those races. And that's what it took to win, because the Top Fuel field's not easy. I mean, it's hell getting through some of these, just getting through a first round. And but we've got a lot of work to do over the winter to take ourselves to another level, because I don't think anybody sitting here right now is excited about, we finished, even if we finished 10th, that we're okay with that. We're not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I know Clay's not okay with that. Our goal, we want to still be racing, and we still want to have a chance at winning the championship when it comes late at Pomona on Sunday afternoon at the last race of the year. And it's going to take a lot of work, but we can do it. Rick and Robbie are giving us the resources to do all that, and I'm excited about next year, and I'm just very blessed to be working with everybody, and I know Stacy's been at every race with us this year, and we're trying to get her to, I think we've gotten her to where she kind of gets us a little bit more now, right? To where because I learned when I went to the Daytona race, it all made sense. Because every NASCAR race I'd ever been to, I sat in a suite and ate food and drinks and whatever. I didn't get what went on behind the scenes, and luckily I got to see that, and I'm like, okay, now I understand why she worries about this, worries about that, but it's we're very fortunate, everybody that we have here. Stacy keeps us fed, and hotel rooms and everything else. And we're just really, really blessed. I'm just very thankful to you guys to allow me to be part of this.
Thank you guys.
Well, we are home from Pomona. And you will see right at the tail end of this, after I get done yakking, that it was another adventure when we got home. Been out here in the shop for a little bit, basically swept up, cleaned up. Been a very hectic last little while. Donna and I were on the road. The last trip, 19 days between the Vegas race and SEMA and Pomona. We wrapped that all in one video that you have just watched. Golly, folks, what a season. 3 wins from what's basically a brand new team. Man, what a year. What a year. A lot of craziness, a lot of things we still got to go over and talk about. You know, the whole disqualification thing. I am going to do a video on that. And with kind of the team wrap up you saw in this video, I didn't sit down and do a run by run with Jimbo. I wish I had. But with everything going on with Kaylin, kind of missed all that wrap up stuff. Bruce, man, what a awesome dude. It was so great having him over here with us. He is headed home today. Their season is just really kicking off. I know Jimbo's headed over there to help him as well. Woo! Lots of stuff coming. And probably about the time you'll be watching this, I am on my way to Bradenton, Florida. 2.4 hours of Les Mullets. Tune in. Go to baldeagle.com to watch it, or come out to the Freedom Factory. Holy moly, y'all. I got so much stuff running through my mind, but stay tuned for the next couple of minutes of what happened when Donna and I got home. If y'all follow me on social media, you already know. All right. What you doing, Donna?
Donna's not happy.
Me neither. Midnight. We just got home. Guess what we don't have? A car. Our Durango apparently is stolen. There's all of our luggage. I guess we're fixing to call the police. So Donna is walking aisle to aisle. I've been doing the same thing. Not looking good for the old Durango. I got a feeling somebody's cruising in our SRT, unfortunately. It's pitiful, people stealing people's cars. It's ridiculous. $12:30 update. One was stolen last night.
Same level.
Same level.
Same make.
Same make. It's now 12:30. We got all these bags. And both of my sisters got little vehicles. My bestest is a, I don't know what I want to call that. He's not a up late guy, and it's an hour ride home. I don't want to ride with him.
I don't even want to be in the city.
Oh, goodness. Whew. 2:27 a.m. Just closing the garage door. Just home. No Durango sitting in this garage. May not ever be again, who knows? But look what is sitting in the garage. Look at that. Man. Unfortunately, I can't be trading the Durango for the GTO. But I don't know what's going to happen. Find out tomorrow. Get a little police report action, I guess. I'm curious when the thing got yanked. Good night. All right. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. See you in the next one. Stay tuned for Don and I's quick adventure when we got home. You guys are the best. See ya.